For those who are in the corporates or in the planning division, they talk more about the documentation. What is documentation? Writing down everything that you want to do, you're going to do. Whatever you think, all the thoughts are jotted down into a piece of paper. That's called a draft. And that becomes the final version of the plan. This jotting or making a draft is more important. Write on a piece of paper or notebook or record it, okay, in your mobile voice recorder, so that the thoughts won't fade away. So you will get many thoughts on whatever you want to achieve. So those thoughts, you record all of them. So you compile all the thoughts into one. Align and compile all the thoughts to make a way for achieving your goal. You feel great when you're dreaming and wishing. Write a storyline for all your thoughts. To make them a reality, just jot down all of them. I mean, anything that you're thinking must be written down with a storyline. Why you got that? The storyline should contain the information. What is the dream? What is the wish? Why it has come? Am I capable or eligible for that? Am I not happy with what I have now? And at this point of a time, you make point whether this dream or the wish should be put in trash bucket or important bucket, so that you can decide. Take few days to decide that. But write a storyline and revisit this, writing whatever you have jotted every day. And in a week's time, decide whether it should be moved to the trash bucket, means delete forever, or put it in important bucket. So how to organize the things in the important bucket, that will come. Because when you start writing the storylines, both buckets will be full. And the trash, whatever you put it, you need to empty that also. So emptying means clearing the thoughts on that particular dream. Once you put anything into the trash bucket, you should forget it. And once you empty it, the thought should never come into your brain anytime. And whatever you put it in important bucket needs attention, needs focus, and needs prioritization. That must happen. May not be tomorrow, but in some time, in few weeks or few months. But you cannot live without that. That is the contents of the important bucket. One example of storyline. What is the dream? I want to own a mark. Why it has come? I want to be proud of it, make others jealous. Am I eligible or capable for that? No, I cannot afford it. Next, am I not happy with what I have? You have some car. I'm not happy with the old GM car that you may possess as of now. And I should not think about it now, and I must be happy. I should not think about Merc as of now, and I must be happy with my current position. And at this point of time, you decide whether to trash the idea or put it in the important bucket. Suppose in future, in an year or so, you want to increase your earning capability and want to possess that, then put it in the important bucket with the least priority. Maybe something else needs more attention, so that should be on the top of the list in the important bucket. Otherwise, if you're not ready to improve your earning capabilities, or you need not, or you can lead life without that, then trash it right away. So never think of it again. So hovering in the mind of any thoughts, that's consuming some memory. So memory is most essential thing, most important thing. Do not waste it on non-essential things. Okay? Let us take another example. it's a Friday evening and you have a project deadline on Monday. You need to submit something, some report. The job is not tough and all it takes is extra 2 hours of time. And it's in your thoughts until you do it. You cannot be without thinking many times over the weekend. So mind is occupied with that topic. Mind is occupied with that topic unless you execute it. And you have the options. How about spending those 2 hours extra on Friday to forget that topic? To forget that topic over the weekend. That's a great idea. But one takes overflow of the tasks to suffer. So people take things easily and want to postpone. Postpone is the nature of humans. Of course, everyone will do. At this point of a time, is it worth spending 2 hours now and enjoying the weekend happily? So you need some solution. At that point of a time, do Bindu Dhyan for 4 minutes. Just focus on the tasks. What makes you to postpone to Monday? What if 2 hours is not enough but more time? Figure out the pros and cons of skipping for now and do it in the early hours of Monday. Maybe if you work now, you may take less than 2 hours or even more. Or even if more time is required, you can stretch to complete and go home with satisfaction. You have to take a decision now. Spoil the weekend with project hangover or to be free from that by doing it now. By all means, while doing Bindu Dhyan, it will walk you through all the solutions. You will definitely get the index of doing it now, doing that task now, and not postpone for Monday. Maybe if some other personal emergency is there, you need to rush, that also will pop up. Think of all the options while gazing at the red dot. If you have some personal emergency that needs immediate attention, attend that first. If you continue doing the project task, then your mind is not here, but on something else. So here the people gets confused. What needs to be given priority, what not. Then that way mix up the things and leading to the confusion and erratic way of life. Another example, we usually practice it. So rather than ignoring it, we practice it. You said something wrong, and in response to that, someone did something, someone said some harsh words, you got hurt. You may be wrong, but you could not accept it. Your ego is not allowing you. And you could have said apology to close the issue then and there itself. But you didn't respond timely. And in that case, what happens? You take those comments with you. And what's the next course of action? You'll start planning, doing rehearsal to take revenge and give a retort. So that way, you're consuming your energy. Is it worth full or worth less? You need to take a decision. Do Bindu Dhyan just for 4 minutes to decide and take quick decisions. It's always wise to apologize when the mistake is on you. Timely decisions save you from great distress and loss of peace in your life. It's going to impact something else also. Until you settle that issue that hovers in your mind. Suppose you're not going to meet that person again who commented on you. Then you may start using the phone or the email or other messaging system to convey your feelings or the revenge. So that all needs lot of preparation, which is nothing but useless effort. You need to manage all this to not hurt yourself. So you're hurting yourself. So you need to be wise. The wiseness you get it through the Bindu Dhyan. Mistakes happen to err is human, the well-known quote. Next time you may get a chance to prove worth of you, and the same person, he may be a superior or colleague or someone else, he may appreciate you for all your efforts. Just dismiss a go and buy peace anytime, anywhere. Another example we take is the most common and we all generally face it. Spouse is not listening to you and argue. So, what's the solution? The feelings, the emotions gets carried for hours, days, weeks, months, and the end result could be bad or good. So why not find a solution or settle when it is a small sprout than growing ourselves, pouring water and all the inputs to make it a big tree. That disturbance gets carried to your work also due to the regular fights, arguments at home. You cannot agree what is told by your spouse or vice versa. Fight over the same point again and again. Or pick some silly point for discussion and ends up in arguments. The patience is lost on either side and then shout to make others hear your voice. Not good for long. Do Bindu Dhyan for 4 minutes and definitely when you are doing Bindu Dhyan, you want a solution, you want peace, you want happiness. So you will be open and frank, right? You will not be hiding anything. So write all the points, what led to that fight. If it's your mistake, admit it. If it's a spouse mistake, then also admit it. So you sit across the table and discuss those points and make a compromise in shortest possible time. Do not carry any issues for long. That's going to buy peace and happiness in your life. These are all the distractions. These are all the worries, disturbances will disturb the mental well-being. So this mental well-being makes lot of impact on the physical well-being. So the balance is required, and if you want to be healthy, if you want to be happy, if you want to be a successful person, you need to well manage these. Make Bindu Dhyan your way of life. You will never commit mistakes and you will be definitely a successful person. Thanks for watching.